I've been feeling my inner lover, which is really just this very sacred, catalytic, passionate aspect of my personal sacred feminine expression in this and other lifetimes. And I'm just feeling how suppressed she's had to be, and I've had tears feeling that, so I thought I would share just from this space that I'm in with her right now. And it's one of my favorite things about myself and about my feminine is this aspect, actually, and how much she cares, how much she loves, and how much she dreams, but also how connected she is to love and the sacredness of love, the sacredness of the sacred masculine and feminine bond and harmony that can come from an authentic sacred union experience, and also the incredible ecstatic experiences which I get from her. At this moment, I've only experienced an ounce of what's possible there. I have experienced the ecstatic, however, I feel like there's more to come, and this is about essentially making love with the divine. And it's not literal so much as a just full body experience, but it's a heart experience, it's a soul experience. And I just feel how suppressed these energies are. And then what happens as a result of those suppressions that we all feel, and parts of us, it's understandable, parts of us and soul aspects too will try to keep this under wraps because it's quite a powerful love energy. It'll pop out in these overtly sexual ways sometimes toward the world, especially from the feminine. And that to me feels like a hijack of this energy, actually. It's not truly the heart of the union experience with the divine, with other, and within, between your own inner masculine and feminine aspects. And I just feel a bit sad about that, how that's played out for me in this overt leaning into my sexuality sometimes with men, but then also, which I haven't really done in years, but because I've really needed to feel this, I've really needed to heal this, but definitely in other lifetimes too. And then also the deep suppression, though, of what's authentic about the lover and how she wants to express inside of me, and how this message of like, you don't really get to have or even allow yourself to truly dream of what's possible in sacred romance, for example. But sacred romance is just one piece of it. You don't really get to experience what it is that you really want to experience in life, and even within just that freedom, and I want to say anchor into consistent joy. And this has been healing for me for a long time now. I do feel like I have consistent joy now, but that's been a long time coming. And of course, there's more and more layers of this. So I don't feel this despair coming up. I just feel this recognition of an ache for my lover to become more embodied, and her ache to become more embodied and more expressive, openly expressive in any way that means. And I don't necessarily know that or need to predict that or understand that mentally. It just is. And it's more than feminine sexual freedom, though. I feel like she wants to emphasize that. Women have taken it that way. Spiritual women especially seem to take it that way. And she doesn't totally understand that, but then does. And then it's just like, okay, what do I mean by that not being it for me personally or for her personally? And what it feels like is feminine sexuality, the way that we have seen it, filtered it, whatever, expressed it, it's very myopic, actually. There's only really like one way, even though feminine sexuality is very multidimensional. Sexuality is supposed to be a multidimensional experience. It's soul, body, and heart. It's not supposed to be just body or even just soul. Where's the heart? The heart is so often missing. And what I'm getting from her is that that's a result of it not being embodied. Embodying this energy, this lover energy, requires a lot of healing of self-worth, invites a lot of healing of self-worth. And that's very, very sacred. It's a very sacred and personal process for everyone. So it just feels like either going into overexpression of feminine sexuality or complete suppression of it seems to be the pendulum swing. But what's the middle ground, which is the exploration of the embodiment, and what does that even mean? What are the codes of that? So if I actually just pause for a moment and feel what the codes of that could be with her, I feel like she wants to offer, I am divine love, divine passion, divine clarity, divine truth embodied. I am an expression of divine love. I am sacred sexuality. I am the multidimensional sacred feminine. I am the undeniable, vulnerable, and ultimately unsuppressible feminine. Everything I am is a sacred expression of me, of my individual feminine embodiment that connects to all feminine embodiments. I am the journey of finding the true, authentic, arising, sacred, feminine that has experienced such a perversion and so much projection. I am the arising of the ancient feminine, who the patriarchy has tried lifetime after lifetime, matrix after matrix, to stop or even kill. I am the sacred feminine phoenix, the sacred feminine rose, the sacred feminine fire, water, earth, air, and ether. I am. I could feel myself dropping deeper and deeper into that as I felt all of those I ams and those codes. So I really hope that that offered a bridge for you. Even if you're a man connecting with your inner feminine, there's some seeds that she holds of the ancient, of the unstoppable feminine, despite patriarchal attempts to bury her. If there's anything about the feminine, is that she endures. And so does the sacred masculine. But to find her and feel her truly is the deepest journey one can embark on. Sending lots of love from my feminine heart and the heart of my feminine journey to yours.